All right, let me give a very warm cheers and welcome to Happy Hour with the Lincoln. We're now on episode number 74, where week by week I'll do my best to answer all of your stock market related questions, or maybe I'll just rant about something market related, or maybe I'll just curmudgeon. You never know what you're going to get. That's why you should tune in to Happy Hour. But I tell you this, it will always be entertaining and it will always be educational and will always be me trying to help you become a better trader. So if you have any questions, you're like, look, this is going to be a great topic for Happy Hour. This is a question I need an answer to. This is what the trading community wants to know. Do me a favor, send it over to support@thelincolnlist.com. I'll do my best to get it on some of these upcoming episodes. And before I get started, I've been yodeling about it all week. But my brand new DVD, it's called Rock Solid, How to Become a Complete Trader. It's now available and it's free. That's right, it is free. It's my gift to the trading community. I'm going to post a link up here somewhere. So if you're interested, click on it and start watching it. And I do appreciate it. So here's what we're going to talk about today. You've heard me often talk about how important a process is. When I talk about anything, you going anywhere as a trader, you must have a process. But I've never really spent any time on how do you actually develop a process, or how do you know what process works for you. So I know a lot of you out there are repeat watchers. You have some trading experience. You've been dabbling with a few of these. You already know what I'm talking about. But I have to also assume that there are many of you out there that are watching this for the first time. You know absolutely nothing about trading. So I'll spend just a second explaining what that is so we're all on the same page. And every trader must have a process. This is what you do every day, because there's so many things that are going on in the market. Like we've talked about before, there's cryptocurrencies you can trade, options, binary options, stocks, foreign currencies, all this other stuff. You can't trade all of those in one day. You have to find a niche that fits you and you have to exploit that niche. There's just not enough time in the day for you to do everything or catch all several thousands of breakouts, breakdowns, or all the stuff that's going on in the market. To make this easier on you and to increase your chances of success, you need to focus on that one thing and exploit that one thing. So every day you get up, you know exactly what you're looking for and exactly what you need to get to where you want to go. It'll make your life a lot easier. So as this question says, is how do I start developing a strategy? How do I do this process? And then once I do this process, how do I get my style? Where does this come from? Well, I'll tell you. The first thing that you need to do is find something that, number one thing is find something that makes sense to you, that you just understand why something like that would work. So for example, many of you follow me and you know that I am a reversal trader by nature. Now I do a lot of other things. I do trade some options, I trade some breakouts, I trade some breakdowns, I do that stuff. But the bulk of what I'm looking for is reversal trades. Now reversal trades make sense to people because they can understand that when a stock goes up really fast, it probably comes back down. So you're just trying to counter off of that move. And sometimes when it sells off and it panics, that you try to get a bounce on that trade. It's oversold, it's overbought. That's what I do. Now it's a little bit more in depth than that, because I've explained before that we're not just shorting stocks that go up all day long and build these really solid trends, or buy stocks that are going down all day in these trends. It's an establishment between a trend and euphoria. So like, for example, today was a good day. We had a few of those, and it was the Chinese news that came out, or the news that came out that the United States was interested in lifting sanctions on, not sanctions, but the trade tariffs, you know what I'm talking about. And we saw these massive moves out of stocks. Now what you got was these, like BA was the big trade today. This thing went up $6 or $7 in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes. Now, it's not the fact that it just went up $6 or $7. It's the fact that it did that in such a short span of time. And as you can see, based on the chart, that's very difficult to sustain. And the reason for that is because it's not a trend trade. That's a euphoria, panic, FOMO, chasers trade, and they almost lose every time. Now, how I came up with this, or how I came about this strategy, happened by accident. And it happened because I used to be a breakout buyer and a breakdown short seller. But what happened was I would buy these news events and I would do like a dozen of these. So when these news would come out and these stocks would go ripping, I would just hit market and buy them. And I lost like every time. Like after 12 of these, like a dozen of these losing on it, I'm like, maybe the next time I'll short the damn thing. And that's where the strategy started. Now from that, I've developed my own style and used other things to help me find better entry points, management, and all that good stuff. But the very first most important part of this is you have to find something that you understand. Now, once you understand this, the next part of this is how much does this thing win versus losing? Like when you see a certain setup or you see a certain pattern and you understand that, what is the end result of that in most cases? I've always said that just bare minimum, you need a lot less than you think to be successful, but a bare minimum is if you have something that wins more than 50% of the time, let's just say it's 55. I mean, just 55% of the time, you have enough right there to be a profitable trader because you're winning more than you lose. So you're absolutely able to find things and figure them out and understand that most of the time you'll be right. So even if it's 10 trades and you win 6 of them, it might not be the greatest ratio, but you are more correct than you are wrong. Now, if you're not making money at that point, it's not because you can't figure out how to get your wins. It's a matter that your wins aren't big enough to cover those losses. So the next step in that evolution of that strategy is to figure out how to maximize those wins while reducing those losses. Now, once you do this and you have that win rate, the next step is to start putting in your own style. Now, one of the misconceptions we have out there, and I understand it because everybody's selling you this thing like, my student just made $18 million following my strategy. I teach 3 simple patterns. With these 3 simple patterns, they work in any market. You're just going to be rich. No, you ain't. It ain't going to work. Now, it might work for the trader, but that's their strategy. That's their style. You may not understand a damn thing that they're talking about. And then if you did, you might not be able to get their entries. You might not be able to figure out the exits. You just might not be able to gel with that strategy on an emotional basis. So let's take my strategy, for example, so I can give you an understanding of it. I always go into these vert moves like BA. So for example, when I go into something like that, I'm aware because I've trained myself over years of doing this. I know what works for me. And it might not work for you. And that is, I'll start going in, and most of the time I am early. So in this case, like BA today, I was $2 early. So my first entry, the stock moved straight up $2 on me, and then I added again. But I was prepared for that, and that's why I use partial positions, because over time, that's the style that I developed. Now for you, you might not like that, because if you have 100 shares, you put it on your first order, you're instantly down $200. You're like, that's too much for me. I can't deal with that. I can't stomach that type of volatility and risk. Okay. And I get that. It takes training as a trader to get your emotional self in order. A lot of the people that we have in the room will wait until there's a red bar. Now they might miss an entry or two or not get in on a trade because it pulls back too fast, but they have a defined area of risk and they can use a higher position size. So that's fine. So now maybe you find somebody that likes breakout trading and the same thing happens every time the stock breaks out. Most of the time it'll pull back and then it kind of re-gears. So maybe you find that to be like, you don't want to do that because you buy when it breaks out and then it pulls back and you get shaken out. So maybe you want to start adding things to that, like wait till it pulls back into a VWAP or a moving average or something, and then you buy it. That's how it always, nobody's able to copy trade for trade, style for style, somebody else. You can be a product of what they do, but everybody takes that and makes it their own based on their risk tolerances and their emotional capability. No, I shouldn't say capabilities. You know what I'm saying. It takes some time. It takes some time. So here's what you really need to wrap this thing up. To find what it is, step number 1 is to get something that makes complete sense to you. Something that you just understand why something like that would work in the first place. That's why my strategy is easy to understand, because it's like something goes up real high, real fast. It comes down real fast. You can figure that part out. Then once you have that, you focus on that win rate and how to improve that. In time, once you figure that out, you start adding other things, maybe like moving averages, things like VWAP, a little closer to supports and resistances and stuff. And you start adding things slowly in there that will take that win rate from a 55% level to a 65, maybe to a 75, and on and upwards to 80. And you can start slowly improving. And that's how you do it. You just work on one thing at a time. So step number 1 is to find something that you understand, that's easy for you to comprehend. Number 2 is to work that over several trades so you get an understanding of the nuances between that and how you can figure out better entry points and better exit points, and then you're well on your way. So anyway, guys, I hope that made some sense to you. And by the way, I did cover some of that in the DVD, so make sure you watch it. Right there is the link. Until the next happy hour, I want to thank you very much for watching this. Cheers and trade well.